Back when Eric Kessler first started Arabella, he had called it an impact investing firm because their goal was to impact the political and cultural landscape. Needless to say, that's exactly what they've done with billions of dark dollars. Now, I've covered a fair amount of the causes that they've put their money behind, even showing the picture earlier, detailing all of it. But the biggest nonprofits connected to Arabella are the New Venture Fund and the 1630 Fund. In November 2019, Politico called out the 1630 Fund for spending $140 million on the 2018 midterms. That money contributed to efforts ranging from fighting Brett Kavanaugh to boosting ballot measures to raise the minimum wage to changing voting laws and redistricting in several key states, as I've already discussed. They also received an anonymous donation of $51.7 million in 2018, more than the group had ever received in an entire year before Trump was elected. Another single anonymous donation was for $26.7 million. Luckily, Capital Research Center President Scott Walker identified the $26.7 million as coming from the New Venture Fund, confirming the 1630 Fund was part of the larger Arabella dark money network. Now, where that $26.7 million originally came from is another question, as is the $51.7 million. And 1630 has been called the indisputable heavyweight of Democratic dark money, because they funneled $61 million of untraceable money to progressive causes, making them the second largest super PAC donor in 2020. And we can see clearly that although 1630 was given the title of the indisputable heavyweight, that title is really held by Arabella. And New Venture Fund is the largest of Arabella's nonprofit network in total. But New Venture Fund sponsors the Media Democracy Fund, which is also supported heavily by Soros's Open Society Foundation. Their primary focus is on social, cultural, and environmental changes. The North Fund, another nonprofit within Arabella's network, is an umbrella group that sponsors several left-wing organizations focused on court packing, which is expanding the number of seats on the Supreme Court so Biden can sway the court to a Democrat majority. They also focus on abolishing the Electoral College, legalizing recreational marijuana, opposing the 22-week abortion ban, expanding Medicaid, and trying to make Washington, D.C. a state. Another Arabella nonprofit is called the Windward Fund, and their focus is on environmentalist groups. Then there's the Impetus Fund, the smallest and newest of Arabella's nonprofit network. They focus on voting rights, mail-in voting, and the Get Out the Vote campaign. And before I close here, let's show one more time the complete list of Arabella's political causes that they support with dark money. The encouragement is this: be bold. These agendas are being pushed by big dark money trying to get the public to believe that these political and social ideas are more widely accepted than they really are. Notice how every single issue that they support helps big government and helps big business. That's not a coincidence. If these ideas were truly organic, they wouldn't need billions of dark dollars to fund them. And I will go on any podcast and talk about these investigations. We need to spread the word about these groups so that people can see what they're doing and how big money is manipulating the social and cultural landscape to gaslight people into accepting these radical leftist policies. I will be posting up each individual segment of this video here over the next few days, so hopefully those videos will be more shareable for you. And if you ever think that sharing this content won't make a difference, remember that the Free Beacon published their own expose on this dark money network, and it led to the DC Attorney General issuing several subpoenas and opening an investigation. So send this to your representatives and state attorney generals too if you want. And if you do want to support this kind of journalism, you can visit our Patreon link down below. I thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day and God bless.